I poked my head out of the gutter for 1 freaking second and face shoveled shit in my face. Go get some sleep. What are you gonna do?
I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
We interrupt your programming with a message from the State Department. All bridges and some roads in the Vice City metropolitan area have been closed because of a severe weather warning. Meteorologists are tracking Hurricane Miami, which has devastated 5 Caribbean islands and is heading for Vice City. More updates soon.
Nice bike.
Vegetables. What's the satisfaction of holding a gun in your hand when you could be holding a hoe, planting seeds in a peasant village?
Keep your hoes and seeds to yourself. We don't need gun control. If you read the Constitution, it's a sacred document that should not be changed. Under our Constitution, women couldn't vote, but the liberals come in crying crocodile tears. We need to get scaremonger. I've got a good mind to have your funding removed. We don't get any funding. Exactly. Well, good. You won't see a penny out of me. You've got to stop spreading these lies or I'll whip you myself, and I'm not afraid. The Constitution asserts a man's right to bear arms. Or a bear causing problems. This is all cocky pop or whatever that word is. It keeps the place safe. Trouble is caused by unemployment, and unemployment comes from poor economic performance and lazy people. If you had a job, would you steal a car? No, a mistress, a seat on the board, would you run around graffitiing your name all over town and making a nuisance of yourself, spinning on your back and popping and locking and... Not a hope. It's simple. If you don't have a job, stop.
You been working for my father?
Maybe.
When it's so difficult having a rich and powerful father. Perhaps.
All likeness of me. If we raise 300 million... When the end strike occurs, those who will faith into action with sufficiently generous contributions will join me inside the pastor.
See you around.
Now 1-866-9 save me.
Nice of the road. Here's your stallion. Hot excitement. For a man who's alone against the elements. Hyde is back. It's the power of the compact. You rejected.
until in life you have to pay to prove you can.
Important to discuss feelings. That's why we don't have any male hosts on this station. People open up more to women. I was telling my girlfriend yesterday, if a woman were president, we'd nuke a country every 28 days. In these times of trouble, of international scary things that cause anxiety, people seek soul ice. Where's that sun? Anyway, some visit lady friends, others go to a bar, and a strange few talk to rocks. My next guest is the author of this book, On Love and Covenant. She sits on the board of the Vice City Renaissance Committee, Gethsemane. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Amy. I brought you a crystal. Isn't it gorgeous?
I guess so, if you're in English 20 class. I wear lacy gloves.
Amy, for many thousands of years now, people have been using crystals and gems. Things to hear the same. Take the crystal, and then when the night is enchanted, then the candles will be blown out, and the wind sings through the branches of eucalyptus. Hold up your arms and sing, all dewy, my sky sailing, pregnant moon, the goddess.
Pregnant moon? What are you talking about, Gethsemane? Sorry, whatever. Do you even have a last name?
My communist covenant made me Gethsemane, Starhawk. It's been going on for thousands of years. Native Americans, they studied crystals. The ancient Chinese, the Russians, Superman, they all studied crystals. So why do you give me so weird? Grab the crystal, hold it tight, and close your eyes. You will be transported. Absorb this under swallow the free love mountain, and then, under the magnolia.
Brilliant. That thing's breastfeeding in public is okay? Well, it's not. There are bottles of milk at the store. Don't act like a cow. You really remind me of someone, by the way.
See, Amy, you're putting the blinders of society on. We're all the same. I will need you.
This way!
To be inclusionary, we'd award badges to good gangs and give bad gangs a silly hat to wear.
One thing you gotta realize about this town, you gotta pack some heat. Little gun shop just a couple of blocks away.
Yes, but what about the guy getting beaten up on the street? Or the man having his motorcycle stolen? What about him?
Or her. Some of the best bikers are really women. Anyone can join our group. This is about poor people getting together.
But your father owns half of Florida. How are you part of the working class?
Like I said, possessions are not important at all. I'll pick up a hitchhiker in my convertible any day. The other day I picked up a young woman and we discussed a non-violent solution.
Songs will get you nowhere. This country needs something to aim for, like being rich and laughing at poor people, or being in government and laughing at the electorate. Now, Mr. Shrub, let's not make this personal. I appreciate your attempt to press the point, but we are here to rest the issue. My city is in trouble, and I think we're not really providing any serious solutions. So far, we've got secession rearing its ugly head for the first time in a century and a half.
I'm gonna go see what I can dig up. I'll be watching you, Tom.
Dumb Florida moron.
My husband and I some advice to help.
That's why I worked so hard at school, so I can reap the rewards now.
I thought you worked hard at school because the other kids laughed at you and called you a square.
That's a damn lie. They called me wet fart.
They called me the Bat because my voice didn't break until I was 19.
So, Mr. Shrub.
Oh, please!
Giorgio sends his regards.
Hey, pretty thing, I'll show you. That's straight up whack!
Potential lethal consequences.
Not true. Only 23 people have died, and several of them probably deserved it.
So, with people being set such a bad example by big business, how are they supposed to respect each other, to act safely in society? And how...
It's easy. I'm gonna talk for a long time about a subject not in any way related, and pretty soon people will forget all about it. I'll remind people that I have a great haircut, and that under my stewardship, Vice City has had on average 15% better weather than before, while crime rates only go up if you don't turn the graph upside down. Turn it upside down, and they have half.
I can't believe this is happening!
You remember Giorgio? You remember he's innocent?
Now, just a minute.
Don't interrupt. Let me finish.
But you're not...
This man won't let me speak. You, Shorty, shut up and let me speak. I'm taller than him, ladies.
Hey, Leo, I think we got a buyer for Diaz's merchandise. You gotta give him a ring, man. Set up the deal, you know?
Where are you now?
You okay, Leo? You sound kinda different.
Just tell me where you are.
Who the hell is this? Put Leo on, man.
Leo's got away for a while. He left me in charge.
Screw you, man.
Feel guilty about it.
Enough! We're running out of time, and you completely failed to answer the question.
I'm a professional. That's my job.
And Mr. Hickory, what about you?
All right. These problems are typical of what happens with an open border to the north. The state is filling up with trash. People who can't tell the difference between a swamp and a marsh. Guys who don't know the first thing about the legality of marrying within the family. That's why we need a river. People, I'm telling you, pick up your spades, go into your garden, start digging as deep and as far as you can. Pretty soon the whole state will be flooded and ruined, and then they'll have to leave. We must build a moat to the north or they will come down and ruin this great state.
And Mr. Hickory, were you born in Florida?
What a stupid question of all the cheek.
Hey, Tommy, it's Sonny. How's the suntan?
I ain't got no suntan.
We ain't got my money either, so I'm one of them myself. What are you doing? So tell me, Tommy, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the money, Sonny. Don't worry.
I am worried, Tommy. That's my style, because I seem to have this problem in my life with unreliable people. Don't be an unreliable person, Tommy, please. Do us both a favor. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Radio station for disoriented and unrealistic college professors who wear fuzzy sweaters and find everything terribly interesting. I'm Michelle Montanius.
And I'm Jonathan Freeloader. Public radio is very important. You may have heard my...
Hey, Rico's what up?
No money, no funny, honey.
I
I think this is the part where I came to the big tree.
I almost felt like I was there. You won't get this kind of nauseating detail on commercial radio. VCPR is 100% commercial free. Absolutely nothing interrupts your enjoyment of our fine programming and ability to tackle the important things like...
Guys. So, we're back on pressing issues. Just one of many fine shows you'll hear if you have the patience to listen to public radio. Although thanks to the many awards we have won, Pressing Issues has extended playtime and is the #1 rated show in the Vice City area. I'm your...
Hola, is this Mr. Versetti?
Yeah.
This is Cortez. You were at my party?
Yeah, I remember.
Mr. Versetti, it was a most unfortunate incident that happened with your business deal.
I know.
I want you to know me and my people are doing their utmost to get to the bottom of it. If you'd like to talk to me more privately, you can find me at the boat. Okay? Good day, senor.
Which is very lucky because I happen to host one. To discuss the subject of morality, we have firebrand preacher Pastor Richards, the head of the Pastor Richards Salvation Step.
Че это было?
We have John Brown, leader of Moms Against Popular Culture, or MAPC, or is it MAPS? MAP Gay. Of the book As Nature Intended. He's the editor of Vice City's Nature is Loose and is working feverishly at...
Learn oral traditions. Learn to respect. Naked. When it's bath time, they know to put on a bathing costume. That's also the reason there are no mirrors in my house. Nudity leads to bad, naughty things.
Maurice, if I may interrupt, I haven't worn clothes since 1980.
Who is this guy?
Get to the payphone next to the mall in Washington.
I'm not single, Amy. I share my life with a number of valuable partners, and we commune with each other in non-judgmental, expressive way.
Old maid, my mom calls her. Anyway, let's go to the phones. You're on K-Chat.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was great, really interesting. I'm British, you see.
Like our ancient wood-wearing queen, Medusa. Medusa. A white witch.
Would you have a room?
Yes. It's ceremonial.
Supposing I'd been a bad boy. Like if I hadn't learned my...
nuclear winter. In phase 2, and with funding from NASA, we will equip this massive statue with rockets. So when the poopy hits the proverbial fan, we will load up the statue with all of the people who have saved themselves through generous donations, blast into space, and colonize Saturn with a race of morally correct, affluent people.
What the
by me.
Will there be naked people?
No, turd brain. It's morally corrupt people like you we're shielding ourselves from. Liberals, degenerates, the Welsh. They're the ones responsible for the nightmare Vice City is today. The crime in the streets, the parties, the children born out of wedlock to a future of hopelessness. Anyone who does not agree with me is mentally sick and should be shot, I'm afraid to say. We need to build a place to escape these transgressions.
Whew, that's extreme stuff, Pastor. But we'll leave amateur eugenics for a minute and ask our other panelists. Jen, you're a mom, so you know everything. What is your thought on all this?
Спасибо за подписку. Большое.
Classes. Now, I teach my kids history to give them perspective. Last night I was telling them about how Magellan sailed around the Strait of Magellan.
What was that?
And met some friendly natives that gave him some... an important lesson about life. If you look at nature, you'll see many species that eat their children to protect them. This is especially true of hamsters. It's about putting the family first. That's really important to me, and where a lot of my morality comes from. And if you don't like it, find your own husband and stay away from mine, okay?
Okay, but, and excuse me if I sound a little confused here, but I don't think I understand.
Now, my morality comes from looking at history and biology and working out what's best for my kids and screw anyone else. That's what this country's all about. I mean, I saw the hippies. What a load of claptrap. What's your kid gonna do at a school with a name like Moonbeam or Wave or Horseradish or whatever they call them? How can you take your kid to a Little League game when you live in a communal farm growing drugs? It's awful. And that's what my life is about. Looking down on others.
Yes, I think I can see that now. Moving on. Pastor Richards, in your book, you talk about putting yourself first, and how people should not make sacrifices or help those...
Man, I gotta lay off the pills, huh?
Oh, that's right. People need to learn how to take care of themselves and not depend on others. If you read chapter 45 of my book, I talk about...
You want me to drill you?
...is a virtue. The best thing you can do for someone that needs help is to tell them to help themselves. That builds moral character. Morality, Maurice. There's not much left in this city. Every time a culture has taken on the doctrine of helping your fellow man, we get thrown into the dark ages. Look at Russia. They keep trying to help each other out, extend a hand to a neighbor, and guess what? Every 10 years, someone's invading, burning down their homes, and taking their toilet paper. Napoleon, Stalin, Attila the Hun, all of them. After you read my book, you will understand. I may have been born in the sea, but I'm no dummy.
Are we gonna talk about being naked?
Yeah, soon, Barry. Keep your hair on and calm down, please, my friend. Divorce rates are up. Standardized test scores are down. Vampire sightings at the mall. Can the family be saved? Or, to put it another way, if we're meant to be monogamous, why weren't we born already married? Jan, over to you.
Well, since I'm a happily married mother, I know the family unit is the basis of all society.
Crush, kill, demolish.
Or a way
Some piss-ass messing around, I'll bust your wise-ass toy.
Understand just how important the family unit is in life. He's working hard so I can get another station wagon with even more wood on it.
Go on. Tell me more about your family.
Damn, baby. You're so ugly you make blind kids cry.
BJ, you better stop being a bully just because I'm not into the jock scene. I like sensitive guys, you know, like actors or rock stars or that kind of thing. Not some great big hulking giant that has to tell everyone how important he is.
Well, I didn't realize we were trying to impress each other here, sweetheart. I was thinking we was here to discuss my new exercise video.
I'll take care
Not really. You see, I really like family, especially some show up you didn't know existed. I tell you, Father's Day, I'm scared to go to Mama ever. My big heart has caused me a lot of heartache, but when you're in the public eye, you can't always tell what people are about. BJ has met some real manipulative people.
7 wives! That's fantastic!
No, I have 1 wife. I had 6 before that.
So you downsized, right?
Yeah, something like that. If you want to win in life, you have to change players. You can't play on the same team all the time.
So, oh my god, if we're just getting intimate, BJ, I feel like we are really...
As you know, running the ball is like making romance. And one day when I was going for a touchdown in the sand, I had a great idea. You see all these fitness videos on television? It's always that idiot fool in leotards prancing about, giving it the skinny thing. And I said, what is this? I mean, what in the world is this? These people ain't fit. They ain't got a clue. When you're fit, you know it. If you come into the locker room, you know ligaments in his back and never play again. I mean, that's some real useful everyday stuff. And I should know.
You know, I just don't want to talk about football anymore.
Well, take dating or washing the car. What good is a leotard when you're washing the car? Or put a man in a helmet and a cup, and he can wash the car in dignity. That's fighting fit for football. A really very simple program. The best way to get your body fit is to have total disregard for your body. Every now and then you wake up and come out of concussion and say, damn, I look good.
BJ, you talk funny. We'll be back in K-Chat right after these messages.
Are you tired of your couches getting ruined?
Oh, Grandpa.
I made 2 days ago. If you've got old people cluttering up your home, why not send them to Musty Pines? We'll help bring back... Located at a luxurious location overlooking Vice City's state-of-the-art sanitation facilities. You can still visit your old people, but now you have the comfort of knowing you don't have to. After they pass on to something better, guaranteed in 3 months or less, you can start enjoying their money. Finally, you can have quality family time again. Musty Pines. Now, you don't have to sacrifice.
Hey, can I borrow a knife?
A deadly curse, a deranged killer, a small town in tears.
Ew, that's gross, BJ. Stop hitting on me. Hi, I'm Amy, and you're on K-Chat. So, what do you need to do for BJ's fit for football?
Well, Angela, anybody can do it. What you need is a real expensive gym, a team of trainers, medical practitioners, dietitians, a big crowd, and a opponent who wants you dead. Enemy, and you sit in your foxhole till it's time just right, and then you pounce, baby, like a kitty cat on catnip. I'll sack a man, power drive him hard, again and again, because the idiot comes my way, I'll nail him every time.
This video sounds like a lot of fun.
Fun? Fun? You think it's fun when grown men cry in mortal agony, when you're so scared of what you're going to do to a man to step outside yourself like an astral projection.
Shoot him! You got to do better, Aristo.
I've been retired 2 years, and I'm telling you, selling cars or appearing in soft drink commercials is not fun compared to having 50,000 low IQ morons in Green Bay or Tampa or Liberty City or whatever, screaming how they want you dead just because you're playing for the Mambas. That's actualizing yourself.
Wow, that sounds interesting. Tell me about it.
How you doing? I'm thinking. Hey, wait a minute. Are you...
Окей.
Yeah, right now. Let's get it up.
Of course. I mean, when?
Soon, baby. Real soon, baby. But don't call that comeback. Like the song said, I'll whoop your ass. And this time, I'm doing it my way. Ignorant fools that gave me nothing to work with. The owners, I mean.
What owners are you talking about?
The owners of the team. They gave me nothing. They're the reason my marriage failed. I worked my ass off all those years sweating blood and puking my soul out, and they treat me like a tractor. Roll me around, treat me...
Charlie. Hogging all the action, I see.
Okay, it's time to take a break before we hear about any more criminal acts against government employees. You're listening to Pressing Issues. Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how free radio without commercial breaks works. We'll be right back.
You're listening to VCPR. Finally, a radio station for teachers and librarians. You've been enjoying Pressing Issues, but as is normal, you can't listen to an hour's worth of programming on this station without us begging for money. It's the bi-daily begathon here on VCPR, where we hold your favorite shows hostage until you pony up some cash.
You know what's so great about VCPR? It's like a shining torch of cultural enlightenment for Vice City. In these times of darkness, when the hordes are...
You must be Cortez's new gun.
Until more gainful opportunities arise. They'll be here any minute. We both better get a good vantage point. Okay, I'll take the balcony, you get the roof across the yard.
Я сейчас вернусь.
Shift it. I'm next in line, man.
Don't worry, I got you covered. Yes, these men are getting cut down! These Haitians think they can take on the Santo Diaz? My money!
My money.
Don't just stand there, you pricks! Chase the Haitian thickhead down!
Да камон. Ты бессмертный, что ли? Бля, быстрее, быстрее вставай, дурак. Да ты гонишь? I live, dickheads.
I live! Dickheads! And it's all down to you. What is your name?
Tommy.
I see you soon, amigo, I think.
Shit. Where's that guy, Lance?
Не, я не буду рисковать. Спасибо. Не очень хочется умирать как-то.
Tommy, it's Ricardo Diaz. I want to thank you for looking out for me, my man. I heard that prick Cortez. He said you're the real deal, my friend. Well, you not come see me. I need a guy like you. All I have now is dickheads. Dickheads everywhere, yo. I make you real rich.
Make you real rich, bitch.
Come on, baby, come on. Got anything to say for yourself?
Back to K-Chat. My next guest is the star of the hit show, Just the Five of Us, where he appears as the rich father of a family of misfits. But more recently, he's working on a controversial theater piece. In the future, there will be robots. Claude.
Meganot.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Amy. However, you have mispronounced my name. It's Madge, which rhymes with badge. As in duh, and no as in more than you. Madge or no. Anyway, thank you for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure to discuss my art.
Yes, you're so funny. Now, Claude, you're an interesting man, if you don't mind me saying so myself. Because on the one hand, you're on the funniest show in the whole wide world, just the five of us, and on the other, you do those weird
Oh, excuse me, young man.
Loser!
Люза. Мария Пюза.
33 miles a day. You better keep on running, asshole!
Ну-ка, посторонись, говорю, посторонись. Сделаю по-старому. Спасибо.
So it's a bit like just the five of us. What a show! I love Jimmy. He's so cute, even though he looks so young.
I'd rather not talk about my complications working with him. I'm a performer. I express myself any way I can, while I'd never attempt to describe just the five of us as anything other than worshipless pap. I need to support my serious art. It's like stealing a boombox to do live interpretive dance. If I bring joy to people's hearts doing an interpretation of a tree in the park, who...
Easy way.
Of the mass market, the degrading excess of the culture, or the horrors that we all have of the image.
Great, yeah. Me too. But as Mr. Chesterfield, you're so funny. What is it you say? Not in my house. That gets me every time, especially after the drunken tramp you adopted has wet himself. Oh, say it for me, please.
As they say in France, matrice. Not in my house. Please. I came on your fine show to discuss all...
Get to the payphone in Vice Point.
Hollywood Bowl, perhaps. There are some that attend the concert inside. I am the concert outside myself. In the parking lot where we build bonfires and dance. It comes back to the seriousness of my purpose. At a young age, I held puppet shows on the corner that had people weeping and lying down in the streets. It's about movement, about encouraging ordinary, working-class people that there is something enervating about a modern dance performance. That seeing in the future there will be robots will change your life, no matter what your life's like now.
Kind of like getting a new haircut.
Yes, exactly. No, nothing like a new haircut, you half-wit. This is movement. Watch my hand. Yes, movement. There's a manatee on stage. See? He cannot hear from the wall of Wagner around him. We have lasers that shoot him down, cut him free, free his soul.
Oh my God!
We have snow that falls and...
Help me! Oh my God! Oh my God! Somebody help me!
And we begin to cry.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay. Well, I love just the five.
Monica, di Jalapa in Mexico, there would be riots in the streets with small children giving me flowers and weeping. Here in Vice City, they wouldn't know art unless it came as a tube of beef jerky. They told me, Claude, it can't be done. Vice City is for sun worshippers and Philistines. And I told them, no. I told them, if I'm directing a work of commercial dross down there, I must save my soul with some serious art. But to be honest, Amy, they were right. I feel ahead of my time. The best artists are ignored. I mean, surely any right-minded person would rather spend an evening watching me express the meaning of space as a...
one thing puzzling me. What's with Quentin? I don't know. I always kind of liked it. Quentin's bad. Bad. You hate Lance Vance? Hey, I got enough of that at school.
All the time, so it's no
Lance Vance, poor bastard.
being a mom.
Where the hell are we headed anyway? Prawn Island.
I don't let my kids watch
You ever borrow one of those from a whirly? No, I'll get a bit of practice on the way, though.
Certainly ain't gonna see it. If you don't raise your kids right, they end up being like New Boy over there or working in radio.
Okay, we're almost there. We'll make a couple of passes. I'll take out as many girls as you can. Then I'll set you down, and you're on your way.
School naked? She was fine with it. After social services moved me, she would still write to me. I still remember when she kissed me goodbye.
But Barry, earlier you said you discovered...
Damn, this is the walk-off! Take out some of those guns!
I know, but I lie a lot. I've got a lot of personal issues. Look at me. Please, Maurice, I need a hug.
There's another example of immorality in this city. Public showing of affection. People think we want to see them making out and carrying on. I understand your hormones rage like a wild animal, and you want to ravage one another like there's no tomorrow. But you have to ignore what your body is telling you and work for a higher calling, like construction.
We're taking hits here, man!
Call me now.
You know, pretty soon you won't be able to tell who's a human and who's an android. Why, the corporation is working on it right now. I know, I read about it. I tell my kids not to kiss other kids at school. It might be an android, suck your brains out. You must have seen the mini-series event on television. I read it in a book. We've got to stop looking at the stars, all this science fiction, and focus on the... And leave us in peace, and that's a fact.
What's a fact?
I'm sorry, Maurice, but I have to tell you, I moved to Florida to bring my kids up the American way, in a theme park. And that's just the kind of person I am, opinionated and moronic.
I see. Well, this panel is certainly interesting. The issue is morality. Recently, rock artists joined together to provide famine aid to Alaska with the song, Do They Know...
Okay, you're on your own from here. Good luck, brother.
Peoples and cultures. Pastor Richards, what do you make of meddling in other people's business like an over-opinionated sociopath?
Well, let me...
Блин, 7-7 здоровья осталось, капец. Сложно.
Next caller. Who's on the line? I mean, who's on the line? Oh, what number is it? Who's on the line?
Hello, Claude. This is Morgan. I'm just making... Young boys in post-lapsarian grief, and the erotic understatement of the fugue in contemporary baroque. Fascinating stuff.
Do you have a question? I'm confused.
No, woman. I just wanted to tell Claude about my thesis and discuss his bleaker Death in Venice Street period. Of course I have a question, you silly girl. Claude, I saw robots. Big fan, and that's praise indeed coming from me. I normally hate anything humanity has achieved since 1836. But one thing fascinated me. Claude,
Твою мать. Чуть не убили.
There in your weirdo commune.
Single people, families, elderly couples, teachers, politicians, and especially truck drivers. Truck drivers understand what it's like to be by yourself for days on end, with nothing but country music on the radio and a stick in your hand, shifting gears over.
Tommy, it's me, Colonel Cortez. Look, senor, I believe you are a man who can get things done. So please help me. You can find me at the boat, huh?
Everyone will know my name. Even the cops are looking for me. We got some competition. So Tommy, we know it was Diaz busted our deal. So why in the hell are we running errands for him? The more we learn now, the less we have to learn when we take this town over. I like your style, man. Real fresh.
Next, we have a very
time for fans dance.
Right after this, you're on K-Chat.
Knights of the road, here's your stallion. The car for freedom. The car for hot excitement. The car for a man who is alone against the elements.
My bots of thunder.
The pride is back. It's
Look
the
small.
compact.
And so big.
Fuel injected.
Inject me.
Watch yourself. They're coming from all over. Got it. Let's forget as fast as you can. Eat it. Eat it. Sleep with the fish.
Wars of thunder.
This I found under your bed. The only Engels you're going to read is Laura Ingalls Wilder.
If you think your child might be a red, here are some warning signs. They read complicated literature and have concern for their fellow man. They even like to share. Tell your kids if someone approaches
there are gunmen on that jetty!
An invitation to a labor rally or showing any doubts about the fairness of our system, then they should find a teacher or a policeman immediately. Take both hands off yes, friend, there's a lot of evil in the world, but there is also good. And I have been sent to shine a light on all degenerates, philanderers, liberals, and other evildoers, and expose them for what more trouble up ahead! Money on unnecessary and corrupting material possessions. Give it away. There's only one thing. You want some of this? A fortified structure in the shape of the most powerful thing on the planet. Me. Degenerates will ruin this great city. In my wonderful book, I tell of the impending disaster about to befall this planet. Nuclear holocaust, plagues of flying rodents, the seas rising up and turning yellow. It is
good shooting, my friend. You're a real, proper, grade A lunatic.
Well, thank you.
See you around, Tommy.
Okay, Mr. Lance Vance Dance.
Get to the payphone next to the mall in Washington.
Got anything to say for yourself?
Tommy, it's Lance.
Yeah?
Oh, nice to hear from you, Lance. Come on, man, be cool, be cool.
I'm in the middle of something. What do you want?
Nothing. Just to say, look, Tommy, we can do this thing, you and me, no problem. You know what I mean?
We're going to have to do it, because otherwise we're going to be dead, Lance. We're in too far now. But thanks for the call. Speak to you later.
Да ладно.
Hey, Leo, I got some work for you.
This ain't Leo.
Hey, if Leo knows you got his phone, he's gonna kill you.
Maybe Leo's already dead. Maybe I killed Leo and took his phone. Did you ever think of that, prick?
You kill Leo? You must have big cojones.
Идите нахуй, спамщики ебучие. В рот вас ебал всех.
Yes, was pleased.
So, what do you think of Vice City?
Ah, I like it very much. Your women here are prepared for battle. They are large, not like those scrawny things to the north. A woman who eats well provides for her man. You cannot set sail for robbing and pillaging on an empty stomach. It's like the story of the parson's wife and the troll.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Great Carl Erson, ye mainlanders have no historical perspective. Read the runes. It's all right there. Talk to a grandparent. But no, he cast people out like rubbish. Wisdom is not to be treated so lightly. When my father grew old, I sat with him day and night, absorbing his wisdom, learning about the demons and where the wickedness resides in men's hearts. And as his time grew near, I built a large fire, burnt him and his wife while communing with Odin's spirit.
Careful, Mustard Pines is a sponsor of the show. Ooh, Brody, what are you doing?
I'm just adjusting myself, she-devil. Wearing these animal hide does get a bit itchy.
Convoy! Halt! What's up with the gunner? Don't know, sir. Get topside, soldier. Sir, yes, sir. Civilian, civilian in the tank. Stop it! Defensive
Vehicle self-destruct initiated. North de La Habana. North de La Habana.
Her uppity ways. She said, at the Vice City. To sort something out, you have to go preaching from the rooftops to everyone else how to live, not pillage nor plunder no more, but live in boxes. Then she says, Lord, I'm getting me stomach stapled. I look fat. Now for the 2 yak skins, where previously it was only 1. I say, wench, don't come crying to me when we're in a long boat crossing the straits for 2 months, and you're all skin and bones. A man needs something to grab onto. Aye, ain't her fault. A cursed pixie goblin back.
Pixie goblin? What kind of weird ancient nonsense are you talking about? Now, Thor, I've got to ask you, how old are you?
I am as old as the fjords, as young as a newborn lamb.
Are you shy about your age? You talk about it like my mom.
Thor is never shy. Thor is mighty. Thor is a god.
And where are you from?
From the beginning of the flat earth, where the sun meets the sky.
Oh, right. By the beach.
alright, me old China? Paul, I might have a little result for you, but I need to speak to you in person. I'm enjoying a little R&R at the Club Malibu. I reckon you're going to owe me a favour or two out of this sunshine. I'll see you later.
Hi.
All right, miss. I'm gonna say. There goes my careful planning blowing this shit. Thanks to you. You screwed up real good, Lance. He killed my brother. What do you expect me to do, mow his lawns? We're gonna have to take out that prick Diaz before he takes us out. You okay to use a gun? Sure, I guess. Nice to see you too. Let's get out of here.
Так где он там? Я его не вижу. Че, дурак, что ли? Иди сюда. Блин, тормоз. Командс нету. Командс. А кому комментировать? Тут никто не смотрит, кроме тебя вообще. Ты то по-русски не разговариваешь. Кому это надо? Интересно. Ну, смотри, бля. Стой на месте, придурок.
It's patched up. Maybe on the bridge to Star Island. Okay? Okay, I got you.
says, look, the French are giving me all kinds of trouble, amigo. They're hypocrites. They spend 100 years stealing from poor countries, and they call me a thief, huh? I'm going to need your help as soon as possible, amigo. So please hurry, huh? Tell me I need you, all right? I hate the damn French.
Блин, я хочу пулемет взять. Сейчас я соберу все эту хрень. Чтобы его легче пройти нафиг. И все, тупо. Хотя... И без него пройду. Так даже интереснее будет. Проиграю, так проиграю. Хрен с ним. Вообще не важно.
This place is gonna be crawling with assholes. Be careful.
Don't worry, Tommy. I'll cover you.
Rotterdam, 19, Central, Taxi Nederland. Rotterdam, 19, Central, Taxi Nederland. Rotterdam, 21, Central, Taxi Nederland.
Hand me, boys. Hey, Tommy, can my room have a view of the bay? I've come to take over your business! Tommy, you betrayed me, you idiot! I'm gonna kill you real soon! Eat this, you murdering bastards! Oh, we gotta retake. Hey, give me a break. Third person from now on.
Yeah, I wasn't really into school all that much, but I hear you, Thor. So anyway, we had this fan club, right? And instead of naming it something like the Vice Lords of Valhalla, we gave it like a modern name, keeping things firmly in the 80s, you know? The Blood. Ain't that off the wall, man? We follow your teachings to the letter, sir. Especially how you go around spiting fools with that wild, bad hammer of yours and getting people to know exactly what time it is. You hear?
Have you a magic hammer?
Nah, T. We don't have any old types around here to strap us with superfly hardware like yours, but we do have Mac 10s, Tech 9s, Tray 8s, street sweepers, and all that. Are you still on my vibe, brother?
Hey, I like the sound of this. He thinks I want to join your group. You pillage proper. didn't expect to see you here.
My livelihood destroyed. Versetti, remember the name.
You messed up my gear.
My store! My wonderful store!
Что у нас есть?
Window display!
Слишком близко кинул.
I run this town now. Me. Ruin!
Tommy, son, have I got a surprise for you? I'm down at recording studios with some major artists. Why don't you pay us a visit? You know it makes sense, don't ya? See you later.
See you later.
Just listen to these endorsements, and remember, these people volunteered. They aren't being paid.
I've been on the thing called that Thought Complete program, and I have to say, I'm finally going to start my career in being a well-paid rich person.
Yeah, I've been thinking my way to success for a while now. It's some good stuff.
Call now and sign up for my Think Your Way to Success program. And if you want to think really fast, try my Crank It Out program. Call 1-866-434-SELF. Hey, don't just do it. Think about it.
Who is that thing with you?
Andy, I think she's doing her life a little bit, huh? Look, she's got to take me 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Poor lassie, she's at a turn of chase, more than one girl can take. Eh? Say hello, man.
Hi, Paul. Where are we?
The rock lifestyle hasn't been too good to her. Man, just go away and sit in a lobby until I finish, man.
Is she okay? I mean, apart from being an ugly, cheap cow, she's half dead.
Hey, seriously, man, that ain't crap my style, huh?
Howdy, son. Just thought I'd bring you up and give you some advice.
Hey, Avery, what's eating you?
There's a lot of opportunity in this town if you own the right real estate. You catch my drift?
I reckon so.
All I'm saying is keep your eyes open, and you might find the perfect business opportunity. I'll catch you later.
Later, Avery.
Фу, бля.
Do so well in the UK?
It's a fast stature. They're about working class people trying to make it through a tough life. I sing about the things they want. Crashing hotel rooms, wearing glitter in your eye, and waking up in a ditch next to a total sports car. When you make minimum wage, love conquers all. You know what I mean, Sheila?
The name's Amy.
Aye, right, well. Like I was saying, man, right? I'm an artist. I ain't in this for the money. If I were, would I be wearing these clothes? It's because the critics don't know. You know? They stand there and they do not know. Have they ever really listened to the lyrics very deep inside?
I'm going to scream in about 2 friggin' seconds.
That's my ex-wife. Don't worry, stay calm. I'm not eyeing you up, but I am a little worried about you. How are the children? Do they enjoy school?
Of course they do. That's precisely why I'm going to start homeschooling my children. High school is a cult. There's a group of savages that rule the roost and get all the girls, and everyone else is picked on and abused.
Где машина моя? Алло.
Great track. What memories! And here you say you dedicate the album to the children of the night. Who are they?
Let's go on and stay here. Hello?
Еще машинка всегда медленная.
This is for the record, right?
Попробуй спать.
Пиздец.
Да вы озверели, что ли, блин?
Oh, I didn't know you had a piper in the band.
Well, I was talking metaphorically.
Mission. Heathens will ruin the land. Acid will rain from the skies. We'll never hear my voice again. It will be anarchy.
TV teaches immorality. Refugees, glue, the price of tea in China. How can we raise children in this environment? My little boy asked me the other day, Mommy, are unicorns real? What am I supposed to say to that? Do I lie and make myself as bad as the boy's father? Or do I break the little boy's heart and ruin his life so that he ends up a nudist or a freak or something?
It's a difficult question, Jack. A very difficult question. Is it right to lie?
Clothes are a lie, Maurice.
No, Barry. Clothes are a way of keeping warm and not getting arrested.
No policeman has ever hit me with his truncheon.
I'd like to hit you back to hell, you sicko. You're filth. Human form of vermin. A blight on fine society, picket fences and garden parties, and everyone coming 3 times a day to my statue to pay homage.
Pastor Richards, as a human being, I have to say I find your philosophy or cult or whatever it is utterly and completely appalling.
Why, thank you. I knew you'd understand.
I mean, you seem to want to build a religion around yourself and some 1950s vision of America. It's the 1980s, man. And one-man worship cults are not allowed, my friend.
Exactly. As I say in the great book, many are called, but unless you have a good credit rating, go screw yourself. You'll burn in hell.
Ay, por favor, shut up. Barry, what are you doing?
I'm lonely, Maurice. Lonely, and I need some bodily...
Sonny, remember me?
Hello, Sonny.
That's right, Sonny. We're all friends. You never write me, you never call. But you want to be friends no more.
I've been busy trying to sort things out. You didn't give me a lot of support down here, Sonny.
Oh, my fault, is it? Well, I've heard you've been busy, all right. Busy killing drug barons, busy taking over. Don't forget about us, Tommy. because I can assure you, I ain't forgotten about you.
Okay, Lance, let's get the cops' attention.
Or is it about believing?
Like I said, I'm a creature with two faces, babe, you know? An angel and a devil. And that means it's really important to look good. Music cannot stand on its own. You need to look good, sing it. I'm tired of people saying all we care about is partying, that we can't play. If we couldn't play, people wouldn't come to our concerts. We're not going away, and if we do, it won't be on purpose.
We're always here, creep.
We're on the radio, love. Stop dragging me down. I told you, if you ride a whirlwind, don't be surprised when the dawn breaks. Where were we?
Ugh, she's really getting on my nerves. Why are you waving your hands at me? Oh, I'm supposed to go to commercial. I'll be right back.
Howdy, welcome to Farewell Ranch. They say the golden years are the best years of your life, but for many seniors, they just stink up the house and make the grandkids.
Now that got them really irritated.
Respond to attend 31 Central Vice Point. Respond to attend 31 Central Vice Point.
Excuse me, I'm a cop.
Attend 31 Central Vice Point.
Tie him up and get him. Ooh, fits perfectly. Bit tight around the crotch, though. Oh, yeah, mine too.
Stop.
Right, please don't kill me.
I hope you were enjoying Pressing Issues. I certainly was.
Yes, it's almost as interesting as listening to you, Jonathan.
Wow, thanks, Michelle. It is, isn't it? Before we let you get back to the show, I thought you'd like to know VCPR has managed to raise $30 this hour, which should keep us on the air for another 15 minutes at least.
Thankfully, due to the generosity of the people at DeLeo and Furax, the fascinating show Legal Review will
Remember, smile at the other cops. Hey there, officer. Nice badge. Real smooth, Lance. Okay, timers are set. 5 seconds and ticking.
Or the pizza, or the fact that a lot of people love to hear themselves rattle. Anyway, sermon over. I hope you folks at home understand how passionate we are about public radio, and it has nothing to do with the fact I got kicked off the networks.
That was very moving, Jonathan. Back to Pressing Issues. Where is the creep? Put him on!
Hello. As you may know, you're on VCPR, and this is Maurice Chavez. That is, I am Maurice Chavez. That's Chavez, not Chaves or Chavis. This isn't a game show. Sorry about the audio. This isn't a game show. It's a political and social debate on free radio, without adverts. And I'm still Maurice Chavez. Hi. Next up on Pressing Issues, we tackle one of the most important issues in our country today. The issue of perception. Not credit card fraud. That's... Other days, like payday or my ex-wife's birthday, I want to hide under the pillows and cry. But that's me, a man of contradictions, as my therapist said. He was a yogi. But whatever. I'm Maurice Chavez. And on our panel right now, we've got three very contrasting views about the issue of positive thinking. On my right, I have Gothic artist, vampire hunter, and his words, man of the night, Konstantinos Smith. Konstantinos, hello.
Greetings, Mortal. I hope this is good. I'm missing a seance to be done.
You don't sound excited to be here.
No, man. I'm mind-numbingly depressed. It's great.
Okay, I'm going to have to interrupt you there. And on the left, I have positive thinker extraordinaire, a man who dragged himself up from the gutter, Jeremy Robart.
Hey, the ghetto, not the gutter. I didn't live in the gutter. I lived in the ghetto. I'm a survivor, not vermin. I'm from the streets.
Okay.
Hey, I can teach you how to be a survivor too. All of you. I can help everyone. I've got what they call a gift of communication. I can help you all realize that gift. Make something of it.
Чё у меня этого нету? Блин, а где у меня тут? Чё у меня этого? Уведомление, что мне на ютубе подписывается. Понять не могу. Я же поставил. Специально. Звука не было даже. What the hell? Ладно, не важно.
I teach you how to live that. Enough! This is pressing issues. Enough now, okay? Enough, please, no more. Okay, my last panelist is someone without a plan to sell, without a program, but with a beautiful message. So it says here, Vice City Civilian of the Year for 1985, Jenny Louise Kraft.
Hi, Maurice. This is such a lovely studio.
Thanks. How are you doing?
Great, great. In fact, I'm fantastic. Did you see the sunrise this morning? It was gorgeous. I've been smiling all day ever since.
Okay. Now let's get with the policy of ladies.
Tommy, we gotta talk about stuff.
What's the problem, Lance?
It's you, my friend. I feel you're not giving me a fair slice. And more than that, you've been embarrassing me in front of the boys. I can't have that.
Lance, it ain't like that. You've been making mistakes.
Tommy, I'm not your message boy. I'm not your running boy.
Lance, don't screw up and we won't have any problems. I screw up, you can lay it to me anytime.
Tommy, I've done everything for you. You treat me like a fool. Don't do that.
Lance, I won't rip you off or stab you in the back, okay? Just take it easy. This is tough enough without you getting all emotional on me. Trust me. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
I hear you, Tommy, but I can't take this much more.
Lance, don't be like this. Now I'm warning you. Do you hear me? Just relax. Take a few days off. Okay? I'll talk to you.
She's always giving me a hard time.
Так, я не понял, а где мои лодки-то? Запарили.
Tommy, it's me, Lance. Keep your mouth shut there, Tommy, because I ain't got no time to talk. I ain't interested in what you gotta say. Why should I be? You don't care about me, do you? You gotta look after me a bit better. Give me a spare slice, you know? Hey, Tommy, man, look, hey, I'm sorry. It's just that people patronize me all my life, treat me like a little kid. My brother would do that. Please, man, don't do that. I gotta go.
What is this?
To do is write the answer on a postcard and send it into the station. Jazz, before you go, will you please play us a song acoustic?
Piss off! Acoustic songs are for sissies. Babe, seriously, do not cramp my style. Look, I've got to save up the love for the big show. Babe, I love you. I really do. Friends for life, dance into the fire and all that. Always good to me. You look after man for us, will you?
Oh, I lost my lighter again.
Love first!
That was the dreamy jazz torrent of Love Fest, who are appearing this week in Vice City as part of their world tour. Bring your lighters and a spare pair of panties. I know I will. We'll be right back on K-Chat after these messages. Thanks.
What makes a real American? A cowboy hat, enjoying a fine T-bone steak, going to a baseball game, shooting a gun. Maybe it's the freedom to go into a poor country and tell them how to do things. Hey, those are all great qualities. But one thing that makes a true patriot is the ability to choose an American car. When you buy an import, you take a hot meal off a hard-working American's table. There. This poor girl is going to starve to death just because you bought a cheaper, more efficient Maibatsu. Without gross symbols of excess, what will Americans have to look up to? Our great industries are threatened. Cars, pornography, armaments, and they need your help. So the next time you buy a car, a piece of adult literature, or a missile defense system, make sure you do the American thing. Old Max, we go everywhere together. Right, boy?
At Peck Stuffers, we know there's nothing like a relationship between a man and his dog. Sometimes you just can't let go.
Max, you didn't eat your food.
It's all about. It is? Yes, you thought your way to success. It's a 3-step program based on studying successful people. Like me. Or maybe learning start doing is a little too intense for you. Maybe you should just think, hold that thought, complete. I never had anyone complain about that program. Stop that! Hey, I engaged with you, friend, and you're exchanging with me. I cover this in my second tape. One is a positive action as practiced by successful people like salesmen or prostitutes, and the other is a negative action as practiced by failures like winos and judges. You gotta... Starts in here and ends when we open of the story, but we'll come to that. Now, all you have to do is call me right away at 866-434-SELF, and for just one monthly payment, I will change your life forever. I promise you. I'll supply you with all the materials you'll need to completely change the way you see the world. Guaranteed.
So stop right now. This is a debate program, not an infomercial.
Hey, that's a great idea. Listen, friend, I mean this in a friendly way. Debating is a yes or no proposition. You need to open your mind to the maybes. We're discussing like friends, not debating like enemies. You see the difference?
Yes, I do. I think it's so much fun to be on the radio. I'd listen more, but someone stole my radio when they killed my foster family.
I hate everyone, apart from the undead. They're the only ones you can really get along with.
Well, that's a start. But even you, Mr. Long Hair and Pale Skin, I can change your outlook, guaranteed.
That's so great! Like puppies!
I saw some dead puppies once.
Konstantinos, I've noticed you have a lot of negative thinking. Why the goth lifestyle?
Well, some say life is a tea party for zombies. Also, when you only wear black, everything matches. In fact, I'll keep wearing black until something darker comes along. It's a known fact that the best poetry is written when you're horribly depressed.
Hey, listen, I wrote a haiku. Oh, the red daisy. Flowers retain all happiness. Sunshine. Yeah.
Enjoy my program, Motivate, Demonstrate, then Motivate again. Nobody ever complained about that program. You hug people and you laugh like you never laughed before.
Let's get back to the topic at hand, eh? I've had enough of this week.
Get to the payphone at the airport terminal.
On tranquilizers.
If it's psychotic to be happy, then I guess I am.
A stalagmite grows an inch every 1,000 years. That's slow and painful. That's how I want to live my life. If you can't see them... into your flesh comes with you to the afterlife.
I bet my ex-wife will be there waiting for me in the afterlife. The bitch is crazy. Hey, can you put a hex on my ex-wife? Like some kind of spooky voodoo or something?
I do dabble in the dark arts and magic.
I ain't talking about magic like pulling a rat.
He's from starboard! Port side! Port side! Oh my god, they've got a helicopter!
A lot when I was a man. Did you know, for example, that during my time as a steel worker in Pittsburgh, I learned that men sometimes speak crudely about women when they are out of earshot? I was horrified. Or that men regard some women, like you, Amy, as mere sex toys, things for their amusement. Unbelievable! Or that men actually find sports interesting. It's appalling. And they run the world by pretty, oh yeah.
Alright, Tommy, it's Paul. I just heard from a mush that you've been a real naughty boy. Somebody's taken offence to you acting like a big guy all of a sudden. Giving it a big shot, think, well, don't say I never warned you or nothing. Boasting is a mug's game, son. Anyway, I heard there's some flies been put on your head and someone's gonna have a crack at you, so watch yourself. And remember me, mates.
I promise, I'll spend it all in one...
you know who you're messing with?
Sell drugs to people. You're a joke, buddy.
For some reason you'd like to speak to Michaela Crapper, just give her a call on K-Chat. Who's on the line?
Michaela, hi. Hey, sister. I'm wearing trousers. I haven't shaved or waxed in 9 months. I left my broken-hearted husband and baby behind. Now I'm living in a commune with a series of life partners, having quite simple, amazing experiences. I got my inspiration from a lecture you gave last year. Thank you so much. You taught me a lot.
It's good, sweetie. But ask yourself, are you doing enough? It sounds to me like you're living a lie. Your life is still very man-centric. You're still justifying yourself by the I am not, rather than the I am.
Серьезно?
I mean, really. You might as well...
Окей.
This is why I stay inside.
Great it feels to wake up and realize you're a rich and talented, important person, and in a water...
Yo, Candy, I'm looking for movie talent. You interested?
Sure. But you'd have to talk to my agent.
The hell are you doing?
You should have stayed at home today. Can you believe this, asshole?
You in trouble now.
I have a gift for communication, and this is how I get treated. I get insulted, I get paired with a pair of retards, a guy who's afraid of the sun, and a girl dosed up to the eyeballs on antidepressants. Sweetheart, I can get you something much better.
These pills are very strong today. Maybe I should join accidentally. Oh,
This chick is out of her mind. I thought I was going to get to help people on the radio, to demonstrate my program, to help you, Chavez. Those people on the phone said you were a desperate, lonely man on the edge.
Leave! Leave right now! Get out of my studio. Go get your own radio show. Go save some other people.
Hey, I'm not leaving till I have the opportunity to save people and sell some tapes. You can call right now and send in the money order. Soon you can have a luxury condo and a waterbed and a suit made in Singapore based on the latest Italian style.
Enough! Enough now! Shut up!
Hey, look, you're blocking.
Out of the way! I need to block you fast. Slow down, idiota!
Come on, let's go.
Hey, Mercedes.
Hey, Tommy. Wanna party?
And now, sweets. You interested in doing some movies?
Of course, as long as it's cheap and sleazy.
You're hired. Get in.
Tommy, you coming in for a warm-up?
Maybe later, babe.
Whoa, cool shark.
She's always giving me a hard time.
I forget. Only time will tell. Now, the subject we are discussing right now on pressing issues with me, Maurice Chavez, for your enlightenment and enjoyment, is a very serious one. Public safety. In case you haven't noticed, Vice City is not a very safe place. These are troubled times. We are a troubled people. Some would say we are a people at war with ourselves. Others would say we are at war with reality. Those who live in other countries and strive to own our fast food restaurants and quickie marts would say we are a bloodthirsty bunch of crazies who let children buy guns from the supermarkets. Another opinion is that it is the fault of society, that, as Plato said, people don't mean to kill each other. It happens because they are poor or desperate or really thirsty or in need of a vacation or something. Another view is that we are all a little confused and really should stay at home, lock the doors, and forget about everything as quickly as possible. So, let's press the issue, eh? Sitting on our panel right now, we have 3 divergent opinions, 3 separate islands of insanity in a rolling sea of stupidity, 3 wise men following very different stars. Am I right? To everyone's right, in fact. We have Congressman Alex Shrub, the youngest state congressman ever to be elected by Vice City, and now a respected man in the Capitol. Mr. Shrub got elected because he has great hair and says things that make you nod your head. His campaign appealed to the wealthy because he set all of us at ease by finally confirming it's okay to be rich as long as you say you care about the children. Mr. Shrub, welcome.
That's not entirely true, Maurice. My campaign also appealed to the poor, who are too stupid to understand what I'm saying, so I held up pretty pictures and I gave out candy bars to appeal to their most base instincts. Thanks, Maurice. I'm glad to be given this opportunity to set the record straight.
I haven't given you any opportunity yet, my heartless friend. Let me introduce my other guest first.
I hope this isn't gonna get personal. I love Vice City more than anyone, and I can prove it.
Yes, that's coming from the man who got elected by calling his opponent a buffalo butt and a fat hen-pecked wimp that couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. Anyway, our next guest is from the opposite end of the political spectrum. A man so wet, he looks like he just stepped out of the shower. Peace Corps activist, hippie concert taper, founder of the group Speaking for the Underdog. He is fluent in 7 languages and studied the harp in Peru, Callum Grayshaw.
Hi, Maurice. Hola. Buenos dias and noches. Bonjour and buongiorno. Willkommen. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Let's stick to English. Most of us struggle enough with that. Welcome to Pressing Issues. And lastly, we have a man with a novel solution to the problems of public safety in Vice City. A solution so stupid, I cannot bring myself to explain it for him. Yet like breakdancing, it is sadly catching on. A man who appears on this fine show because our previous know-it-all panelist was carjacked and is now at home arming himself to the teeth. I give you John F. Hickory.
How y'all doing?
In... City area and hosted by me, Maurice Chavez. Pressing Issues is about free speech, not feeding each other hemlock, literally or metaphorically.
Hey, my daddy used to grow that stuff in the backwoods in Missouri. I tell you what.
Yes, thank you. I expect you to listen to each other, and I will only step in where necessary so people on the air don't forget what my voice sounds like. So, I want a clean fight.
Tommy.
Sonny.
Obviously you are suffering from hearing problems, so I'll try again. Where's the goddamn money? Where's the goddamn stuff? And where's my cut or your new action? You are making an idiot out of me, Tommy, and I'm not laughing yet.
I'll try that.
You should, love. You're rich.
In 1980, when I was elected, you were, according to the intelligence gathered on you, a man with no mission. You worked as a clown at birthday parties, corporate functions, bar mitzvahs, and go-go bars. You, realizing that you were a hollow man that can only take on the personality of others, decided to become an actor. And despite going up for 17 auditions that year, you only got work as a fluffer in a sex ed video. Your tax returns show that you earn less than $2,000. Suffering from anxiety, you attended group therapy for a year and considered getting a sex change. An idiot liberal felt sorry for you, and now you host your own radio show, write a newspaper column that lines my birdcage. You've got an ex-wife and attractive girlfriend, although she's married to your best friend, and you're on top of the world. So answer me this. Can you really say the years of living under my administration have been bad for you?
We are not talking about me. This is pressing issues, not pressing Maurice.
Yes, excuse me if I may. Can we get to the part where we press the issue?
You see, that's what's wrong with this city. Liberals just want to open the floodgates, let anyone in and make you, the ordinary, hard-working men and women, pay for the pleasure. Well, you have my permission to beat them with sticks. We won't prosecute. You'd be doing us all a favor. Free love, wig out, don't work, make love in the field, and listen to rock and roll or whatever you call it. Meanwhile, Grayshaw, I know your father. He's made a lot of money, which makes him a great person, but for every good conservative, they end up having some wacko commie kid just back from a vacation in the Orient who wants to share. Go take that sharing business to Cuba, Canada, or somewhere. I don't have a trust fund or a rich daddy. I know what it is to be poor, to look at the world from the other side. I slept my way to the top.
If you two would stop hooting and carrying on, I have a plan that will save Florida from the yellow-bellied snakes that want to slither into this great state from all places north.
Oh, look. Stump-jumping Jethro is using all 3 of his brain cells to talk.
Enough! We've just started and you have proved yourself, Mr. Shrub, to be just as they said. I grant you, 1980 was not a high point in my career, but I never applied for a sex change. I was merely in an exploratory phase, and besides which, Saul the wheat-free clown was a funny act. Once voted best up-and-coming dietary restricted comic act in the whole of Vice City. I tried to...
Hey!
But Mount Scary Large was full. Besides, we are not talking about me. We are talking about you.
Call me actually, Martha.
Oh, Alex. I mean, Martha.
Marry the meat-free mime one. In fact, under legend...
Martha, someone's watching. How kinky.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I always hated that bitch. What's funny about a woman not eating a hamburger? Or miming saving a chicken from the slaughtherer's hands? Or her big act, I am a milk cow, a lactating machine for your breakfast cereal. How do you think a little kitty enjoyed that on his birthday? Not very much. There were tears, not laughter. I can assure you, vegetarian performance art must be stopped.
Jumping Jehoshaphat on a pogo stick. You city slickers got more issues than a newsstand. Can we talk about public safety here? I ain't got all day.
What? Is there a corn on the cob eating contest we have to get to? Get some chitlins and grits in the oven? You got a date with your sister, eh?
Hey, be nice, man. I just want to talk a little politics.
I'm sorry, but I just can't...
John F. Hickory, please, press the issue.
All right, that's better. Sticking to the matter at hand. Well, it's quite simple, mister. Immigration is to blame. People are flooding into our state from all over America. Trash. It's quite simple. They're bringing their highfalutin, uppity, out-of-state ways and corrupting the place. Ruining it. That's why I and my organization propose we take Florida out of the Union. We start anew as our own country and ban people from Missouri or Kentucky or Philadelphia or any of them fancy places from setting foot on our soil.
You think what? Have you been snorting blocks? Have you read the Constitution?
Yeah, I sure have. It talks about freedom. Freedom for Florida from the stench of people moving here to retire or going on vacation. Build your own damn theme park in your own damn state. Florida theme parks is for Florida people only. That's what I say. okay? I mean, I don't go to Alabama to visit a theme park, so why do they come here?
Mr. Hickory, your views are a little extreme. Plus, I don't believe there are theme parks in Alabama.
Then they should stop coming down my way and build redneck land or whatever. Damn redneck chicks ain't got no class. My views ain't extreme, mister. They're common sense. And what a lot... They have the guts. If you keep letting people immigrate here from all over the so-called United States, guess what? There's no more room. We'll be piled on top of each other like they are in Australia. What we're gonna do soon is build a river of freedom. Wastrels and bad influencers to the north. We are going to cut Florida off from the mainland of our oppressors and float out to sea. Then, the nation of Florida will be free to start over. There'll be no long-ass lines at the log flume or the pirate shipwright when I take over. You and the kids will be able to ride the rides all day. We will have a roller coaster for each and every Florida family.
You know, you're bordering on treason. What you are saying is a very naughty thing, and only because here on Pressing Issues do we believe so wholeheartedly in free speech are we allowing it.
It's the truth, my friend, the damn truth. And before you start, I am not a racist. I hate everybody irrelevant of other issues. But I especially hate Yankees, by which I mean anyone from Georgia or further north. Build your own theme parks, buy your own sun, grow your own damn mosquito-infested swamp, pal. We're gonna build ourselves a river. FBI, CIA, I don't give a damn. They can't stop us. You shrub. You...
Gun retailers, real estate developers, and I've cut...
Little people, poor people have no voice in this city. Every time I find a park to meditate in, someone brings in a bulldozer and builds condos. The madness must stop.
So you suggest we just stop making babies? People need a place to park their boat and trailer and to put their swimming pool. You're beginning to sound red, and by that I mean you prefer a hammer and sickle over a hamburger.
I'm not little. I'm 5'5". It's time for corporations and all of capitalism to step aside for naturalism. You're not saving this planet. You're spending it. Your credit is no good here. We can't afford to loan you any more of our nature. Those are our trees. I only wish I could be around a little longer to enjoy it. I feel so old. Someone must take my legacy. I must train a little me.
How old are you?
I'm 23, but I feel much...
What does the rest of the world have to tell?
Here's some land for an environmentally friendly coal mine. We've all got to make some sacrifices if we're going to get anywhere. My dad gave me the money to...
Where am I?
Tommy, Paolo here, Two Paso Amigo.
What do you want, Paul? I don't want any fake label clothes.
Very funny, mate, but you know I don't touch bank gear. No, I was just calling to see if I could get a part in one of your movies. Back in England, I did a lot of blue stuff, mate. I'm packing more meat than you, my son.
Paul, thanks for the offer. I'll bear that in mind.
Seriously, don't forget about me after all I've done for you.
That's what I'm trying to forget about.
You want crazy fool?
We reduce taxes to zero. But under your stewardship, we've seen taxes go up by 20% and services decline.
Nobody is interested in your statistics, Chavez. Let me tell you something, pal. I'm better than that. I will not, I shall not, I cannot stoop to your level. They assured me this was a show that understood politics, where we could debate things mano a mano. And I find myself having statistics hurled at me like so much stale confetti. The complexity of government, the hideousness of my wife, and the way her thighs grow like our national debt. Oh, sure, some people like that, but not me. It's a nightmare, my friend, and I'm thrown back at me by an ingrate like you. I could scarcely get up in the morning.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Jonathan.
Looking for something special? I got what you need. Thanks for the money, sucker.
Is brought to you by Ammunition, a proud supporter of public radio and our community. We hope you're enjoying Pressing Issues in a way that challenges your view of society. Unfortunately, public radio in Vice City is under pressure. That's because we're better than everyone. You can't hear this kind of hard-hitting, long, drawn-up programming anywhere else. But you have to give money.
That's right, Jonathan. Money is important. It can be exchanged for goods and services, like getting a hip replacement or finding a starving child in Australia.
I feel all covered with flies right now. Call us. Pledge your money. Give and for that, you know everyone.
Just the girl.
Volunteering in Central America to make myself appear less shallow, the native peoples would give you 10% of their land for a pair of mirrored sunglasses, and they would run around me saying chicle, chicle, which is Espanol for pretty woman. It was very spiritual, like waves.
Absolutely. But remember, this radio station could disappear. The voice of unprofitable radio could be silenced. One day you wake up, roll over, and she's gone. You go into the kitchen, there's a note scrawl, the sound of a taxi leaving in the distance, a thunderstorm rolls in. It's a metaphor for my haircut, or this pledge drive.
Yes, the pledge drive. Become a member. Only members or people with radios can listen to this radio station. Now back to Pressing Issues.
Should I give out the phone number?
Like I tell the children at the library I volunteer at, look it up yourself. No, you can't go to the bathroom, and stop crying.
That's good advice. Now, back to Pressing Issues.
Welcome back to Pressing Issues with me, Maurice Chavez. On our panel, we got the secessionist lunatic, John Epstein. Gentlemen, welcome back. Let's start with you, Mr. Hickory. Why the F?
For Florida. I'm a patriot. I've even got an orange grove.
Hey, Mercedes.
Hiya, Tommy. And how are you?
Just fine. Listen, you fancy having love this?
Okay. But just as a favor, I expect return.
By encouraging people to grow their own root vegetables. What's the satisfaction of holding a gun in your hand when you could be holding a hoe, planting seeds in a peasant village?
Keep your hoes and seeds to yourself. We don't need gun control. If you read the Constitution, it's a sacred document that should not be changed. Under our Constitution, women couldn't vote, but the liberals come in crying crocodile tears. We need to get scaremongers and non-believers men like you, Chavez, under control. I've got a good mind to have your funding removed.
We don't get any funding.
Exactly. Well, good. You won't see a penny out of me. You've got to stop spreading these lies or I'll whip you myself. And I'm not afraid. The Constitution asserts a man's right to bear arms and arm bears and all points in between. Whoever heard of a gun or a bear causing problems? This is all cocky pop or whatever that word is.
I see you later, big boy.
Trouble is caused by unemployment, and unemployment comes from poor economic performance and lazy people. Force if necessary and starve.
That is quite simple. Are you really saying that?
Of course I am. My city is a growing city. Of course, there are going to be some growing pains, but what I tell people is this. Gather up your life savings, buy yourself a piece of swamp, drain it, and get rid of it.
I'll see Lupus burn. Lupus ruined my life.
Have your own retirement community or resort destination holiday place. You can start making money out of the boom, the shrub-inspired boom, and enjoy the kind of things sensible people have. Personal bodyguards, massive fences, and a bigger collection of guns than the other guy. It stands to reason.
No, 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 no. Keep them out of here. We do not want any more old folks. If there are any old people listening, go back to your homes. Florida does not want you. Please, die somewhere else. What's wrong with Nevada or Kansas? We want a river. We need a river. The Freedom River.
And what about the other crimes? It seems car crime, fashion crime, drugs, everything is on the rise.
Absolutely.